In this video, we are going to see about name ranges and we'll learn about the name ranges, the basics of name ranges. And then over a period of time, we will try and understand how the name ranges can be useful or really useful when we have a complex sheet or a complex dashboard which we have to create. So let's start with the basic idea of what the name ranges are. Name ranges are is basically I am defining a name. I'm defining a name for a range. It is basically called as name range, as the name suggests. So over here, I have products and I have prices for the respective products. So what I can do is I can define a range either for a product or either for a price. Okay, and how do I do that? There are two methods to do it. First method, you can directly write a name here after you select a range. Second, you go to formula step over here and there is something called as name manager and you define a name for a given range. So these are the two ways. The best ways is directly select a range and directly define a name over in the name box. So let's start with our example. So there are four things which we have to do it over here. First, it says that perform sum for the prices. Okay. So we have already seen that we can perform a sum is equal to sum, and then I can select this range and I will close the bracket. Once I press enter, it says that 94,000. It is fair and straight using a sum. Now second question, which is create a range. So how do we do that? We can directly create from selection, which is top row, left column, bottom row, right column, or we can click on name manager and there is something called as new over here. So once I click new, it will ask me for a name range, create range. So over here I will write range as prices because I want to create a range for this price column. Scope is part of this workbook or any of this particular worksheet. So part of this workbook, so I can use this name range in entire workbook irrespective of the sheet. I can also have a name range only for this particular sheet or this particular sheet, something like that. However, I want is to be uh, universal. Okay, then it's something called as refers to which name range, which range basically. So I will select this. So from B6 to B13 is the range for which I want to define a name, and I'll click OK. So as you can see, there is a new name which has been defined over here and that refers to the name range B6 to B13, cell number B6 to B13. You can change this as well if you want it to B14 and you close it basically. This is how it works. This is how you create a name range. So now if you select B6 to B14 over here, you will see the difference. So if I select from B6 to B13, you will just see the cell name. But instead, if I select B6 to B14, I will see the name range over here. So that's the beauty of this name range. How do we use it now? So now the name range has been created. The task is over. Now it has asked perform sum using a range. So again, the idea is simple. You have to write a formula, you press tab, so the bracket will be open, and then instead of selecting this entire range, you just have to write prices. Over here, you can see in Excel, whatever name range you have, it will show you as well over here. See, you see the prices over here. So whatever the name ranges you have, Excel will show it to you. Once you write the prices over here, and you just have to close the bracket, Excel will automatically select the range, and you press enter, Excel will give the output over here. So that's the beauty of it. In a complex scenario where you have multiple ranges, you have multiple selection, the name range can be really useful. At least you have a name so that you can identify in case of there is any error, you just have to see that particular error. Another advantage is it's very dynamic. So over here, if I want to increase from B14 to B15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so then I have to change my formula over here. So it is not a dynamic formula. However, when I am changing anything in the name range, it's very dynamic. So what I have to do is I just have to change the range over here, and sum will automatically give me an output over here. So let's try this. So let's see, I have my name range is only 5 columns, price 1, and I am trying to evaluate a sum over here. Sum price 1. So you can see there is one more range has been added over here, price 1, and click enter. Again the result is 94,000. If I add something over here, so let's say 10,000, my sum gets changed automatically. However, if I want to add something over here, it will get automatically added over here. The sum will not be added over here because we have selected till B11, it will be added. If I want to include 12, then I have to change the formula over here. Okay, but in the name range, I don't necessarily need to change the formula entirely. I just need to change the name range. Instead of B10, I will write 12, and my output will be changed over here. So those are the two primary advantages. It's very dynamic and it's very flexible, and at least you have given a name to a range. So in a complex sheet, it is very useful that this particular range is refers to which particular set of data in that particular worksheet or workbook. So that's precisely about name range. We will see how can we elevate or how can we leverage this concept to the entire dashboard making in future exercises. So that's pretty much about this video. Thank you.